I'm going to tell you why the Supreme Court got it wrong today when it comes to birthright citizenship. Now, accepting the ruling, yes, it doesn't change anything. We've already had birthright citizenship. It just continues on what has been happening. But the reason why they got it wrong is because when the 14th Amendment was passed in 1868, there was absolutely no social programs in America. We also barely had any immigration laws in America. Our forefathers that wrote it out for the now and then. They couldn't have foreseen what would happen in the future. And you can't convince me that if they would have known the social programs that have bubbled up over the years would lead to the illegal immigration problem we have with birthright citizenship and gaining access to those social programs. If they would have known that, I guarantee you the wording would have been different. It would have said something along the lines of, you are a birthright citizen of the United States if you were born in America by American citizens. They would have definitely made the distinction. But what this has caused, the way that it was worded, because they could not have foreseen anything, is now we have all these social programs. Illegals know that they can come in, pop a baby out, anchor baby, and now they have access to all of those programs. And you'll have people that say, well, the illegals don't have access to those benefits. It doesn't come in their name, but it comes in that child's name. And that infant isn't the one walking the aisles of Walmart buying shit on their snack card. That infant isn't the one selecting their free housing. That infant isn't the one that is choosing what doctor to go to because now they have free medical insurance. They would have, if they could have seen that, there is absolutely no way you can convince me they would have left the wording like it was. Yeah, you'll have people that say illegals pay in, they pay taxes. It doesn't have that much of a cost to them. Oh, yes, it does. Even after they pay in, nobody's saying they don't pay taxes, but even after they pay in, the United States is still spending hundreds of millions of dollars on illegals because they don't contribute in as much as what they cost. And then you add on their child being on those social systems, support systems, that cost even it grows exponentially. You can't convince me at this point that if they would have known, they would have left the wording like it was. The only thing now that could happen is legislation change. And I don't really see that happening since it's going to take 60 votes and as divided as Democrats and Republicans are on that issue. And I just look down the road at the cost of this. Every year, hundreds of millions of dollars, that number is going to grow because there's going to continue to be illegals coming in and giving birth. China even has it like a business to where they bring pregnant women over here on visas to give birth so they can get that citizenship and access to those social programs. At some point, you got to realize this has got to stop. It's not sustainable long term. And I'm basing this not on what country they're coming from, what race or color their skin is. I'm looking at it purely as a financial burden. The cost, if we took those hundreds of millions of dollars that is being spent on illegals and their anchor babies and applied that to universal health care or free education, that's always the talking points of the people that are against ending the birthright citizenship. They want all this stuff for free, but honey, you gotta get the money from somewhere to pay for those free things. And I'm telling you, the amount of money we're spending on illegals over here, that money could be moved over here and have those things. But you gotta be an adult and realize, hey, this isn't the way that it was intended. And, well, accept the fact that birthright citizenship is bankrupting the United States. It's always weird that we're gonna run out of money for Social Security, But we never seem to hear them say we're going to run out of money for illegals.